Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be teaching y'all the standard operating procedures for turning on our Bobcat Skidsteer and kind of how it works. First thing you want to do before climbing in the piece of equipment is to make sure there's no harmful liquids that are on the ground that have been leaking out of it overnight and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll climb in it here. You want to make sure as you're climbing in that you always have your hand on something so you don't fall off. Alright, close this, and above you there's a seat belt that needs to come down. It needs to come down all the way in order for the actual Bobcat to turn on. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to this little button right here. Turn that to the on position, and the password's 123455. It's really difficult to remember. Then you got all your little gauges right here, such as your temperature, your battery, and all your different oil pressure levels and stuff like that. And then we're going to crank her on. And we want to make sure whenever you turn her on that this is in the low idle position. Turn it on higher, you just turn it this way. Next thing you want to do is you want to come over here and look at this panel. You'll see you got your seatbelt isn't on right now. This is I got the regular one, not the other one. This is your lock for your attachments. This is your parking brake. In order to unlock those, you want to click this green button right here, and it makes those turn off. If the parking brake is still on whenever you're doing this, that means this button right here is on, so you want to turn to the off position. You got your fuel over here on the right side, you got your temperature in the middle, or time in the middle, and you got your temperature gauge on the left. So yeah, there's your panels for the top two sides of the Bobcat. Alright, and now that you got everything unlocked and ready to go, you want to make sure that the lock button's off and the parking brake is off. Now you can operate the forks or any attachment that you have on there, just as long as this is down. So before you operate them, you always want to make sure that this is on high. I'm going to leave it on low just so y'all can hear me. But so this right foot pedal over here will operate it and make it go like this, as you can see. This left foot pedal will make it just raise up, just like that. Another thing too that I should note, if you ever get stuck and you can't open the door, you pull these two little levers down, these two orange ones. You pull those down this way. It has a little infographic right there as well. You pull those down, you can pop out the actual piece of glass in front of you to get out. Alright, coming over here, you got this little button right here. It has this up and down. So if you watch me, I'll hit the up, and you'll watch this little bar raise on either side. The left side first, and now to the right side. And now we're basically unattached from the attachment. When I hit the down arrow, it goes down, and locks it in place. Next, I want to explain to you kind of how these little buttons on the joysticks work. This button over here is your high and low. If you want to travel the airport faster, to get to wherever you need to go, you just flip this little button on over here, then you click the trigger that's behind the joystick once. Go over here on your little panel and you'll see the little bunny rabbit on the left side. That means you're ready to go. And whenever you want to turn it off, you just come over here and flick it off. A couple other parts of the skid steer are the AC panel over here, as well as your radio over here. If you ever forget some of the operation instructions, you can just come over here and look at this infographic, and it will kind of explain to you what you need to do if you forget. Alright, now that I've showed you all the parts, I'm just going to hop in it and show you how one would normally hop in and just begin to start using the Bobcat. So I'm hopping in here, making sure my thing is down. Coming over here, on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter, turn on, and make sure this is low. It's low, let it kind of crank on for a second. Turn this over to full. Come over here, turn this off. Now you're ready to go. I'm going to show y'all how to connect the Bobcat shredder. I've already got it connected right here with the little bars. Next thing you want to do is come over here to your hydraulics. And this one right here without the black thing goes in the bottom one, because that will lock in right there. And then this one with the black tip goes in the very top. Alrighty, so we got Lucas over here connecting the shredder. He's connected it right here. He's putting the bars down. He's about to hop out so that he can come over here and connect these two hydraulic hoses. First thing he's gonna do is take either the black one or the other one, plug them in. This one without the black tip goes in the bottom, just clicks in like that. One with the black tip clicks in on the one on top. Another thing you want to make sure is turned on before using the shredder for the Bobcat is you want to come over here and make sure that this auxiliary is turned to both these little green buttons are on, and it also says high flow. Then you come over here and you turn this little trigger over here and it'll turn the blades on. And that's how you operate the bush hog.